Hey, it's BioSing49 back with another video, another 89Sabers video. Today we're going to be talking about another 89Sabers lightsaber, and it's going to be Luke from the Return of the Jedi. But if you notice, this one looks really kind of different, and that's because this is the version 2. And I'll take a moment here to kind of explain what that is. So the way that things usually work in movies and TV shows, where if you're gonna have some type of prop, typically they will have 2 or 3, especially if it's like a car. You'll have one car that is like in mint condition, and you'll have a couple of other cars that are not in mint condition. They're kind of like the stunt cars. But they basically are close enough, they're almost identical, and there's almost no difference between the stunt car and the hero car, except that the stunt car does the stunts and it can get wrecked or dirty or whatever, and it doesn't really matter because, you know, you still have your hero car. Well, I think with almost any prop in the movie or TV show kind of stuff, when they have a prop, it's kind of the same thing, where they have a saber that is the hero saber, and they have a stunt saber. And in most of the Star Wars films, they're very, very close. The stunt saber and the hero saber are almost identical. However, for some reason in Return of the Jedi, the stunt saber looked totally different than the hero saber. And you only really see the hero saber in like one scene with Vader holding it, and I think that was shot like post-production. So realistically, in 99% of the whole movie, I think you mostly see the version 2 or the V2. Which was kind of built from an old Obi-Wan Kenobi stunt saber. So let's get into it. That's kind of like where the origin of this saber. Here's the stand. Not much to say about the stand. Said everything I really need to say in the first couple of videos. This one has a deeper end and a more shallow end. But it's not really necessary because this saber doesn't use T-grips, but that's fine. It doesn't really affect how the saber lays on the stand. Okay, so let's move the stand aside. Let's talk about more what you get in the box. So what you'll get is obviously your instruction guide. You'll get some tools, some Allen keys and stuff, not only to insert the screws into the stand, but also when you are putting the blade on it, there's little Allen screws in here that you need to adjust to tighten down the blade. So you have some tools and stuff in there, and then you also get a charger. And depending on which one, now this one is the V2, so this is the more sound vented version of the pommel. You can see this pommel is just sort of like blank, but I could put this one on for better sound venting. In fact, I'm probably gonna. Let's do that. And this one actually is the box for the V2, so I've been using it for all the videos so far, but this one is actually the correct one. Okay, so to get this apart, it's not that difficult. I'm just trying to, there was nothing else in the box that we needed to really see, so let's put this back here, let's put this here, and so let's remove this piece. Okay, there we go. This is like the display pommel piece. There we go. Put that off to the side. And here's our vented pommel piece. Okay, I'm gonna have to hold this vertical because the way it screws in is, there we go. And there we go. All right, so let's get this one apart and get the battery in it and check it out. People might ask like what these little greebly things here are, and it's, I think when they ran the wires in it, because they used to have like a stick or a pole that they would put in the top here, and it would spin, and that's kind of what would create the flicker on the movie screen that would be picked up. Yeah, so anyway, so I think to kind of plug those holes, they put these pieces, which is pretty cool. All right, so this is pretty much the same basic chassis that we've seen in the last few videos. And it has the same plus and minus symbols here and there. Yep, so let's get the battery in it. And flip the kill switch. Okay, and then I've talked about this before, about finding the one with the dark end. Took a minute to get it oriented, and then just that slight push, and it's activated. Now this one doesn't necessarily have a chassis support piece that screws in here, and I think that's mainly because the diameter of this hilt matches the diameter of the chassis better, so that it kind of just holds it in there better, so you don't need an extra piece. This is another one that I ordered from Saber Bay. Okay, it's not really threading on there. I think I had it. Yeah, hold on a second. There we go. Sometimes with the threads, you just got to get it just right for it to... There we go. And then this one's a little different. The button system is a little different. There's actually a hidden button here, which activates it, and a hidden button there in the back. That's your blaster deflect. And then this one has a unique kind of clamp card here, and because this was a stunt saber, it doesn't necessarily have the general look of like a completed saber, but it says it has the Graflex on here. So let's see.
That lightsaber was Luke's.
So that's pretty cool. And the smooth swing on these are really good. I didn't mention that before, but they're really, really good.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
So yeah, this is a really cool saber. Much better sound venting in this one, and I like this one because you basically see it in the movie way more than you see, the quote-unquote hero saber. So yeah, that's the V2, and I don't know if it has any force quotes on this font or not. That's the wrong button. Okay, still has that one. So, yeah. So, yeah, that basically covers it for this saber. I mean, it's an awesome design. All of these 89Sabers are amazingly designed. And they very much match what you see on screen. And, you know, the size and shape and everything. So yeah, that's Luke's V2. What an amazing saber. Yeah. And that's basically going to be it. We're at the end for this video, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one.